the MyDNS, as we popularly call this ministry, has the responsibility to empower our young people and to expose them to a world as they prepare themselves for to become future leaders of our beloved country. Therefore, your commitment to revitalizing and modernizing and increasing our circle of YDACs, and you know the YDACs are Youth Development and Apprenticeship Centres. We've grown so accustomed by the ministry, and by referring to these terms, I want to make sure that it's universally understood. And our network of non-residential and youth development centres augurs well for the transformation of these facilities into holistic development centres that cater to the needs of the young people of our nation.
Our advisory committee has risen to the challenge from its inception. Since our appointment, we have already pursued numerous significant undertakings in pursuance of our mandate, which is the redesign and the transformation of the Youth Development and Apprenticeship Centres and non-residential youth development centres. The committee wished to ground its work in research, and so its first undertaking was consideration of documents and the dissertations which had the institutions under consideration as their focus. Among the many documents considered were the National Youth Policy of Trinidad and Tobago, which was already spoken of, 2020 to 2025, the YDAC and the MyPart comparative analysis, the report of the Inter-Ministerial Committee for the optimization of operations of the YDACs, a dissertation from Ms. Karen Carabello on the effectiveness of the centers in meeting the current needs of youth, and the history of industrial education in Trinidad and Tobago, among others. As well, our committee held 4 robust meetings where subcommittees have been appointed for A, curriculum development. The curriculum of today's institutions must be relevant to the times we live in.
Theme 1 of this Vision 2030 National Development Plan is putting people first, nurturing our greatest asset. And quoting from this plan, this theme acknowledges that our citizens are central to our development and, in fact, are our greatest assets. We must create a society in which all of the basic needs are met and each individual is valued and given the opportunity to contribute and to self-actualize. To achieve this requires a modern and relevant education system, and it includes our training for young people.
I'm going to encourage you as far as possible to use existing resources in the state, wherever they are to be found across the state sector, whether it relates to buildings, lands, equipment, people, all those things, as far as possible. Use what currently exists.
Let me also express my sincere gratitude to this dynamic team that has chosen to answer the call to serve our nation's youth, particularly those at risk, the vulnerable ones, and ensure they are provided the best platforms available to excel. The establishment of this committee will effectively contribute to the realization of Pillars 1 and 4 of the National Youth Policy for Trinidad and Tobago 2020 to 2025, which speaks to prioritizing youth economic participation and empowerment and creating safe spaces, peaceful communities, and environment, respectively.